hoochie. I say let's save so we can have a brighter day.
You then threaten me that you're gonna get with your manager, Davey Ferry. You're how to fill me with rage. Do you love me?
Do you love me?
Do you love me?
Do you love me?
Where do you go from here? It seems like you have no fear that I may disappear.
You know what I've done and give me my hand. Ready? Do
you love me? Do you love me? Do you love me? Do you love me?
I buy you 100 bucks a rum and you never give me none.
I say you look pretty and all you tell me that I am so silly.
Do you love me? Do you love me?
Do you love me?
You love
When I mention a baby, you look at me crazy. I remember we can never have a baby if you keep being lazy.
You want Prada and Gucci to look like a hoochie. I say let's save so we can have a brighter day.
You then threaten me that you're gonna get rich and babe, but your manager know how to fill me with rage. Do you love me?
Do you love me?
Do you love me?
Do you love me?
Where do you go from here? It seems like you have no fear that I may disappear.
You know what I've done and give me my damn honey bird.
Do you love me? Do you love me? Do you love me? Do you love me?
I buy you 100 bucks a rum and you never give me none.
I say you look pretty and all you tell me that I am so silly.
Do you love me? Do you love me?
Do you love me?
Do you love me?
When I mention a baby, you look at me crazy. I remember we can never have a baby if you keep being a lazy.
You want Prada and Gucci to look like a hoochie. I say let's save so we can have a brighter day.
You then threaten me that you're gonna get with your manager, deep in a heart out to fill me with rage. Do you love me? Do you love me? Do you love me? Do you love me? Where do you go from here? It seems like you have no fear that I may disappear.
You know what I've done and give me my damn honey bun.
Do you love me? Do you love me?
All right, what's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? Happy Sunday. Today is a beautiful day. Today is a beautiful day. Let me acknowledge those who are here. Ironically, that song sounds like the whole remix and Brianna situation. I guess she remix was saying, "Do you love me?" And Brianna says, "I love you. I love you." So, but that song was made way before that drama. But anyway, let's acknowledge those who are here. What's up, Lil Blake? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. What's up, Cheryl, the Spoiler Burnett? What's up? Good to see you. Brian on Brian Action. Now, no more Brian the Meat, but now Brian on Brian Action. Now, Brian, I've been threatened that I'm going to get flagged if you come in anywhere near this stage. What's up, Latanya Jones? How you doing? Good to see you. What's up, Rhonda? How you doing, Rhonda Blazier? Good to see you, Rico. Nobody. I didn't say nothing. I didn't say nothing about Jay Wilson getting struck. The title says Jay Wilson stuck, not struck. What's up, Black Pearl? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. What's up, W Milton? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Okay, listen. What's up, Patrice Cunningham? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a member. Appreciate your outstanding support. So listen, what I want to start with. So yeah, today I was at the gym. That dude that I told you that touched me, so he was there, but he wasn't on the court when I was on the court. And then when I was on the court, luckily I went to somehow it worked out. Because I was thinking about how I'm gonna handle this situation. If this man touch me again, I was like, do I go live and start screaming at y'all? Do I go live and start yelling in the gym, motherfucker, if you touch me, I will kill you or something like that? I was like, how am I handle that situation? And then I was trying to see, as I was waiting to play, was he touching other people like that? So then I would know if he's just trying me and disrespecting me. But the Lord was looking over me on this wonderful Sunday, and nothing transpired because I really was y'all. Avatar Nation was about to have a bail fund, and I really was pondering my future because I was like, motherfucker, I will decimate you if you touch me again. I was about to go wild. I was about to go hood, and I was about to get real niggerish up in that motherfucker's gym. But luckily, God worked it out where he and I did not even need to cross paths today. So that's what I need to say. Listen, 4 pieces of tilapia. Like I told you, I don't even watch him. I don't know what the fuck going on. Like that. We're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that. So what's the other thing? Oh, I want to talk about the whole Epstein situation. Ooh, baby. Listen, they doing Bill Gates and Bill Clinton dirty. Now that motherfucker Prince Andrew, whatever his name over there in the UK, he's screwed. Cause they got him on all fours over some girl that look like she unconscious. I know she. Now I want to know, if you up in this situation, why are they running around with a motherfucking camera? Why, like, there is, if you go look at if you take time to get away from this bullshit over here and go look in the real world, that whole Epstein situation is about to blow up. Now, they said Trump name is mentioned all through it and all that. Now, they also said Jay-Z name up in there too and Pusha T. But you got to look at it from, like, the context of the situation. Jay-Z and Pusha T ain't really, like, it's not saying I go to a billionaire event and Epstein is putting on. Oh, you was at, that don't mean I was dealing with the bullshit. Epstein was bull. I was just going there to network. He happened to sponsor the event. So that's the thing we really got to be careful of, because I see a lot of people trying to sit up here and assassinate people's characters indirectly. So, but who about to get thrown up out of there is Prince Andrew. Like I said, they got a picture of him on all fours, like over a girl. What the fuck? Bill Gates, child. Bill Gates, you in trouble because them what they got on you. Bill Gates, what they got on you, child. Who's the other one I said? Bill Clinton. And then they sit up there saying that, what's his name? Epstein was up there like, oh, they got something on. I read the article and they got something on Bill Gates saying that he needed some medication, or he wanted some medication for STDs for one of the Russian girls he was messing with. Like, it seemed like he caught something, or he was trying to prepare if he caught something and needed STD medication. I was like, bitch, don't you got a doctor? But I would assume that he didn't want to go to his doctor, because then that would be alarming if he did. So he went to one of Epstein's like advisors or confidants or whatever that was arranging the shit and said, hey, I don't know. This is what I was thinking. One of them girls that he messed with that gave him something, and now he's trying to get rid of it. And he reached out to Epstein's homeboys and was like, look, you put me with this girl. She gave me something. Now give me some medicine to get rid of it. I was like, ooh. I was like, ooh. That's why I see Melinda Gates, he look like a nerd. He look like somebody who ain't like that. But them nerdy kinds are the most freakiest kinds from what I hear. Boy, but I see why Melinda divorced his ass. That's crazy. Let me see. Jay-Z would have been arrested if they had dirt on him. But everybody scratch each other back when you become a billionaire. That's the scariest thing. We all think their life is gravy. Like, I was thinking about Amazon, Jeff Bezos. I'm like, Jeff Bezos, what did you have to do to become where you are? Because somebody had to approach him. Like, you just don't become a billionaire. Like, they will take you out the game if you don't comply. Let's just be honest about the fact about that. Focus on you. I wanted to tell you something. I wanted to say thank you for the gesture that you sent me one day, and I never saw you again to tell you thank you. So I do want to say thank you for that gesture. I appreciate your support in that capacity, because I made sure I remembered you, because I wanted to say thank you. So thank you for that. I appreciate that. You say they gather ninjas quickly. Yes, they do. Cheeto's guilty of something. That's what I want to say. But see, they gonna put it like they gonna put his name out there. But They gonna put his name out there, but they gonna make it like he's like not directly, like he wasn't with no girls, he wasn't doing nothing with nothing, like nobody like that. That's how I feel, because if there's anything where he's sitting up there, oh, what up? There was something that I read. Oh, he was talking about his wife. Oh, Melania is a nice piece of meat or something at the beginning when they started interacting. But see, that's I don't think that's harmful. Like I don't think that's harmful. But if he up there dated some underage girl, I don't think they're gonna let that come out. Let's trust them. I just don't. They're gonna make stuff. They're gonna let stuff come out that's innocent. That's showing that, oh, he was there for business connections or things like that. I honestly do feel that, right? I honestly do feel that situation. Now they did say with Epstein's like emails and texts, I don't know why they would text it so much on email. Like, do you know that's a digital crumb? That's a digital crumb. Like, why was y'all? I don't understand it. I don't know why that's weird. They were doing so much open in communication, knowing that anything that we leave, anything we do on the internet leaves a trail and a track, like what they're doing. They just going back. But Epstein was sitting up there getting close to Putin because Putin could provide the girls that his clientele wanted. Pretty much they wanted beautiful, blue-eyed, blonde hair, whatever, Russian girls. And I guess Putin was sitting up there saying, okay, I can get you these girls. So, child, but he was sitting up there setting up everybody too. So everybody, he had his own little island. I want to know who that black man was, because there was a black man behind Bill Clinton. I was like, who is he? Because I'm sure his face is all plastered everywhere too. I'm like, oh, child. But yeah, there gonna be a lot of people like, there'll be a lot of people, they'll say hello to you, Detach. What's up, Detach? How you doing? So yeah. So we'll see. We'll see. But I don't trust and believe they're gonna protect who they need to protect, right? That's why it took so long. There was so much information out there. They needed to make sure that they got every page, everything, and whatever they need to finagle, they could finagle. Like for real, for real. And then they were saying that Epstein was trained as a spy. I forgot who he was trained as a spy for, but they say he was also being trained as to be a spy by somebody. I'm like, damn. That makes it even more like believable that he got taken out. He got taken out. I mean, come on. The camera was turned the wrong way and all this other shit. Like, come on. That's. I wonder why Giselle Maxwell, why she's still around. But Giselle, you got to research her background, because she connected to somebody who was key in instrumenting, what they call it, who was instrumental in like some kind of hostage situation. So she got a political connection too, and she's either the daughter of that person. So I think that's why she's been lingering around too, because some people may feel sorry for her. It go deep, y'all. It go really deep. So what's up, JLC87 Productions? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. What's up, Soul Sister? So yeah, so definitely check that out. It's a lot going on. What else I wanted to say? In regards to, the Amazon, if you stock people, Amazon, you missed a lot, JLC. That's why you should never miss, because one day is 2 weeks in the beef sector, or 2 years. A lot has happened since you since you left or came back. For my stock people, this is another big week. Amazon reports this week. Google reports this week. Palantir reports this week. Now, I'm hoping that gold and silver bounce back up. I honestly feel, Troy, I sent you something on Instagram. I'm just letting you know about the whole OpenAI deal. So you may want to take a look at that, because that might make I don't know, that might help you make a decision. Thank you. You said Epstein was trained by the Israeli intelligence. Maxwell dad was tied into. Yeah, he was a multiple agent for different agencies, for what I read. Thank you for that information. And they also said that they feel that Trump is what they call it. Trump is not conflicted, but he is a conflict of interest for Israel. Now, they didn't go into it. Oh, they said they feel he's compromised. They feel Trump is compromised because of Israel. So we seen that because he all up in their affairs. All right, so there's a lot of companies that are important this week. So, but what I want to see is if gold and silver bounces back, because when I tell you the whole thing that happened on Friday when gold and silver dropped the way they dropped, that's because I feel like there were some contracts that needed to be paid if those contracts were in the money. So they said, "Oh hell no, we not." They dropped that bad boy, just because it don't make no sense. All our international community is moving to gold, so why they selling off like that? I just feel like a lot of people ran in, was about to profit, and they say, "No, you not." That's the way Wall Street works. When you see things going up for time and time again, get your money and get the hell out, because the broker is not going to sit up there and take no loss for y'all. He going to get his money back one way or another. So I felt like there was a lot of contracts in the money on Friday, and they dropped that bad boy. Now, I don't know what's going to happen when Monday comes, because I hope that it bounces back. We'll see. What's up, Nessa A? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. I'm glad you liked my last video. So yeah, just telling y'all what to look out for. And that's pretty much what I know what's going on in the real world, pretty much. All right. And obviously, people you dealing with the snow, be safe out there, stay warm. Please check on the elderly that you know. Please check on your elderly, because there's a lot of elderly who are living alone and they can't do certain things that are needed during the cold, such as, moving certain things to stay warm, or they may forget that they left something on and burn down the whole fucking house. So, hey, SK, do you trade or deal with calls and puts? Yes, I deal with calls and puts, Peekaboo. That's what I deal with. I deal with calls and puts. What's your question? I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not responsible for any losses. If you need any professional advice, seek a professional trader or advisor, something like that. But yes, I do deal with calls and puts. What's up, Sugar T? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. What's your question, Peekaboo? All right. What else I want to talk about? Sorry, this screen is so small that we got to deal with on StreamYard. Why you ask the question then? Why you ask the question, Peekaboo? Why you ask the question, Peekaboo? Peekaboo. What's Peekaboo? Oh Lord, Peekaboo. Why you ask the question, Peekaboo? I'm curious to know why you asked the question. Tell me why you asked the question, Peekaboo. All right, so let's get into this bullshit that's going on. Okay, so let me just say this. Jay Wilson, Rico, Jay Wilson was not struck. I say stuck. Jay Wilson over there is sad and somber. Now, I don't know, because the sector has been popping. Okay, let's be honest. The sector has been popping, and it don't include Jay Wilson. And his numbers seem to have been suffering because what platform do you use? I'll use multiple platforms. But everybody, most of the time, people go to Robinhood because Robinhood is the ease of use. Webull, Webull is too complicated. E-Trade is too antiquated. So people go to Robinhood because they're most ease of use in terms of information and interpretation. But there's a plethora. Now, boy, why you call Lemon Mama? Why did you call Lemon Mama? Why did you call Lemon Mama? Because Lemon lied to his mama and said he didn't know who called his mama because he knew his mama was going to beat his ass. But he knew your voice and said you called his mama. Why you called his mama? Why you call that boy mama? You're welcome, Peekaboo. Why you call that boy mama, Castellano? Why you call that boy mama? Having him lying to his mama, talking about, and she was like, "Who is this? Who is this? Who is this on my phone?" Lemon revealed that yesterday, but that's crazy. But let me go back to Jay Wilson. So the sector has been sectoring without Jay Wilson. Who? What you said? I called his mom because y'all better screenshot that. Y'all better screenshot that. He said I called his mama because I needed to. But why you called his mama? Were you asking for a date? I mean, were you giving her instructions on how to raise her child? Were you checking on Creed? Did you want to send her a Christmas gift? Why you called his mama? So going back to Jay Wilson, the sector has been sectoring without Jay Wilson, okay? Ain't always Jay Wilson, nobody running over there. He got to use them young men's for content, right? So I think his numbers are taking a hit because when things was going through his channel, he was never pondering the fact that, oh, I don't know, I'm gotta, I gotta move in a different direction. Right now, I'm in the brainstorming phase of how I'm gonna do that. Yep. They don't want to know about what's going on in the real world over here. Yep. But unlike them, I can, I got options. I'm like, he's like, yeah. When I lost my job at the hospital when I was a chaplain, I had a job in 3 days. And I'm like, fool, why are you losing a job anyway? And I honestly felt you should have lost that job because a chaplain's job involves dealing with the Lord. And the things you said about that Latino family that were touching on over their past, abuela, the things you said was disgusting. You didn't need to be in that position. You need to be a maintenance man or a receptionist or something. Like God has a strange way of making sure those who don't belong in a job, like that one, you didn't belong in that job with the things you said about that Hispanic family. That was fucking wrong. They had a time of grief, and you got those kind of like how they touching all over that dead body. That's that loved one, Jay Wilson. Then you go to chaplain training. Weird. So, and thing is, you need YouTube, Jay Wilson. You need what you're trying to figure out. What's another place I can go to, but it still be lucrative as the beef sector because I'm 2 payments in behind, and you stuck. You stuck. Yeah, you could leave YouTube, but YouTube is providing you a form of income, so you stuck, and you stuck in that car looking like a toddler in a child care seat because you don't know what to do. And people probably in your real life are sitting up there saying, "What the fuck are you doing, Jay Wilson? What is this? What is this? This is not entertainment." So you keep getting questioned about your online activity because you try to portray something that you are in real life, and it's the complete opposite when you come online. And the older and older you get, the more outrageous you sitting up there talking about it's your show. You don't put on a costume. You don't dress up. You don't do anything. You just discovered the sound mechanics of StreamYard. So you're seeing that the time is changing, and you're like, oh shit, you know, this is a young man's game. Now you need to go contact Tim Blaine because Tim Blaine definitely got a following, and you need to sit down there and humble yourself and talk to Tim Blaine and be like, "How did you grow your audience?" Because right now, I see that I'm in a sector that's going towards the younger people. I'm just keeping it honest. Because the sector has been sectoring with the younger folks. And I'm not trying to make this an ageism thing, but he always talk about Gen X, Gen Y, Gen Z. And I think he see the writing on the wall. Like, Jay Wilson has taken himself out of any potential, unless he completely scrubs the internet and deletes his channel, of any chances to run for public office or do something that will enhance his legacy. But Jay Wilson, what is your legacy? Jay Wilson, if you were to perish today, what would your legacy be? Your legacy would be your online footprint of you acting a fool and talking about those who are indigent or, experiencing unfortunate situations. Right? Right? I'm just saying. What would your legacy be? And I think you kind of coming up on there saying, damn, what have I accomplished? What have I done? What I'm currently doing to make myself, a role model. And it's hitting you because you're doing nothing but buffoonery and cootery. You got your first short is that of a doo-doo towel. What kind of fucking legacy is that? The doo-doo master? What? You the doo-doo master, because it wasn't your first short, wasn't of God, it wasn't of an inspirational hymn, it wasn't of an inspirational song, it's of a doo-doo cloth. That's your first short. Insane. So I'm sure he's getting, I don't know, the universe is probably putting on his heart. It's like, what are you doing? Why are you wasting your time on this earth? But it's like anything, it's hard to start over. Ain't nobody gonna follow him over to do no real world news. Just like nobody gonna follow Brianna on her channel. She talking about doing celebrity. Ain't nobody gonna follow. The only way you could really get on is if somebody put you on. If somebody put you on, that's how you get on quickly. And that shit takes years. If you go over to a what's up, Kathy G10? If you If you go over to someone who's established and join them and be a great member and supporter and all that, that takes years to win their trust. And I don't think these people got years to hope that happens, you know? Pinky P says, who else going to let Jay Wilson scam like the B sector? Yeah, we allow him to scam. Like, I don't care what he say. He take, I told him what it was. I don't care what Jay Wilson told y'all what it was. It probably was 3 times that if he said he got what he got. It's not so much what he do. It's just that he'll sit up here and beg for a computer, beg for a shredder, dry bag, and of course, a shredder and all that, or beg for a water heater, and then come and flex on somebody who says that, they need a door because their door is coming off their hinges when you was just sitting up here begging for a water heater. That's what I don't like. And then he'll sit up here and show off my house, my mortgage. You can't even afford your rent. And I'm like, that is just so unbecoming. What? I called his mama to let her know he better sign the divorce papers. Don't even make no sense. So you married and living? Ouch, I don't know. So that's what I want to talk about. Let me talk about the that singing competition, that lip singing. I didn't see it. I fell asleep because it was taking too fucking long. It was taking too long, and I was getting mad because Dragons come and start the live off wrong. I'm like, ugh. So I guess Dragon's hotspot wasn't working, and it took forever. And then I guess KRN came in and switched it over to his account. So then I fell asleep because I guess it was taking too long. So then when I woke up, I got scared out of my fucking mind because I saw James Caldwell in that ostrich suit. I was like, who is that? And I just saw that big ass raising their head with all them feathers around him. I was like, oh my God. I was just like, it really did scare me. I thought I was having a nightmare. Then I fell asleep again, and then I don't know, and then somehow it was over there on ODS as well. So I can't really give y'all a recap of what happened. I probably got to go back and watch that to be honest. Yeah, the whole ostrich, this ostrich out here freezing their ass off because he done took their feathers. So yeah, he out there completing whole damn animal abuse and all that. What's up, Robert Lowe? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. All right. You said you fell on teeth. I was just annoyed. I was really annoyed at the fact that it wasn't put together. And this is not me being a hater. This is not me being a hater, but this is once again me bringing in people from other areas and propping them up. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck we doing? And this is not me being a hater. I don't have nothing against Dragons like that, for real. I know she said some disparaging things, but I don't care. I mean, it is what it is. But once again, we sitting up here taking people who ain't paid their dues, right? Who ain't paid their dues, up here promoting them to do a contest, a live, and directing our audience over there, and then they're financially benefiting. Dragons is so happy this morning because I'm sure her cash out was ringing off from side to side. But I hope she gave King Roman a big piece of that, because if it wasn't for King Roman, if King Roman wasn't around, if she was not able to give him the privileges to run that live, it would have been a failure. Trust and believe. It started off a failure and it would have ended a failure if King Roman wasn't there, right? Just trust and believe. And a lot of people are saying that, hey, no offense to you, King Roman, but she probably gooped you because she knew that, if she got you involved, then everything would pretty much run smooth because you don't want to be part of no failed project. That's what the streets are saying, and I believe it. Once they put it like that, I'm like, okay. Because King Roman would have either stepped away or just stepped up to make sure like things went right, and he stepped up to make sure things went right. Dr. Sophie says, I'm on my 3rd house. I'm 48, and it will be paid for when I'm 55. Also, I'll retire at 55. Pathetic joke. I think, and then he was bragging about being a hoe. I couldn't believe, and I don't know if it was his last live or recent live, he was bragging about being a hoe pretty much. A traveling hoe, like pretty much because he worked for Delta. He said something I can't remember verbatim, but I was like, was he really saying that? Then he doubled down on it. Yeah, And he was like, I guess because he was going at Castro. And I'm like, wow. I knew he was a traveling hoe because he knew all the like nook and cranny places and alleys of where people played around at. And I'm like, you only supposed to be there for 2 days, the max. So how the hell you know that this bar, these people had their legs up at a certain time on the pool table? He can tell you a story about how they had their legs up and doing certain things at a pool table at a certain time. I was like, but you were just there to fly from city to city. Huh, I'm telling himself. And Jay Wilson, you are not aging well. Somebody included me on a post, and I saw that he Asian. You ain't aging like no fine wine, okay? You aging like a Kool-Aid pack that just got wet. No, that's mm, mm. Let's see. Somebody's telling them where they can find a link at. Okay, so let's get into Sharon B. What's up, Sharon B? He said he looks bad. He do, and I think he overdid it with the Moderna or Wegovy. I just think he overdid it, and now it's not working out for him. I just don't like. I'm just saying, y'all gotta be careful with that stuff that they putting out there, because apparently now there's a cheap version. There's all these versions coming up from overseas, but be careful because I don't feel that there's been enough studies done to understand the long-term effects. They're not doing those 10-year, 20-year studies like they used to do when they, introduce something into the market. They're not doing that. They just fast tracking that shit because it's about profit. Like Eli Lilly is reporting this week too, and they want to see, excuse me, they want to see what their projection is in terms of these, I don't know what they call them, these diet drugs and stuff like that, So they're fast tracking this stuff for profit, not for your health, and they're not publicizing the side effects of that. I told y'all, people having gastrointestinal paralysis and shit. I don't know. Anyway, I know it's ridding diabetes, and I know it's hurting the snack companies and stuff because Frito-Lay and Pepsi and all these other companies are really hurting now because of these diet drugs because they're limiting people's cravings and stuff like that. So I'm sure there was an unintended effect in that capacity, but still, we'll see. Dr. Super says for a gay man, he looks horrible. Sure. Don't tell him that. But he don't look right. It's just somebody he got liver spots on his face and all that. Oof. Yeah. All right. So what's the other thing I want to talk about? Okay, I want to talk about Lemon real quick. Now, Lemon over there, I would have played the clip if I was on my main computer, but I'm not. So he over there talking about he's sad because now I always tell you, I told Lemon never tell people how much you're making. Never talk about money. Never. Even when Overtime Nation, he wanted to brag how much he was making and all that. I said, Lemon, I remember specifically when I was on the panel and he wanted to flex on everybody and say how I said, I cut him off. I said, no, we don't do that. And he shut up then. But I told him, I said, you never talk about money. So he recently don't listen, talk about money. He's sad because everybody come in. He said, this is Lemon now. I told y'all I made 4K and y'all jealous and y'all envious and y'all mad because I made 4K and I'm the king of now he's sad because he ain't making 4K. His page obviously got hit, right? But that's because of his mouth. When you brag like that, you giving people especially when you're not within the community guidelines, you're giving people a target. And they were going to definitely take that page from you and take your money because they know they took that page, they took your money. So I don't understand, why you sit up here and thought you was an exempt from that. Lemon sits up here and act like he brand new to the shit. Like he started independent. He didn't start independent. He had a whole 5-year training ground where he understood what was happening, why it was happening, and the ramifications and repercussions of what happens. That I just don't understand it. You got what you wanted. I told him, stop talking about your money. Stop bragging about your money. People gonna sit up there. It ain't about people being jealous, but people like this to humble people. Like to humble people. And you sitting up here bragging about you the king of the set, the king of what, bitch? You ain't been in the game to be a king. I've been on the game for half a decade, taking people from different platforms to platforms and had them tangibly enrich them at the same time. That's the hallmark of motherfucking king. What are you? You an ant. You a grasshopper. You a snail. Cause you slow as hell. So I don't you living in a world that ain't reality. That's what that is. And now you hurting. You hurting. You want your money back from Sassy because you hurt. That money ain't coming in. Because see, this is the thing you don't understand. You can't keep disrespecting fucking people and think they're gonna keep opening their wallet. You only get paid once a month. And when them cash apps dry up, now you gotta wait for that once a month check. And you said all your videos were on yellow. Oh, that ain't nothing to brag about. You better get them off yellow. You limiting your income stream. Okay? You limiting your income stream, bragging about all my videos on yellow. So you need to get them on green. Obviously, that's telling you something wrong. So yeah, so so let's get into the whole thing about his mama. His mama act like she was about to whoop his ass. She told him, "Don't talk to me." This is mama now. He was saying something about, "Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me." That's what his mom said. And said, "You gonna act like this in front of this child?" I was like, "Ooh." She sounded like she was about to get the frying pan and whoop his ass. Let me tell you something. Don't think the day is far from when she come in there with a belt and he ain't gonna be able to turn off that phone. I'm telling you, it's gonna be YouTube gold. Cause she not giving a damn. She is really not giving a damn about when he online. I heard another clip. She's like, "Damn, I just cleaned up." It's gonna be a time when he not gonna be able to hit that mute button. I'm telling you, he gonna drop that phone. He ain't gonna be able to get to that phone, and that mama gonna punch his ass. It sounded like she gonna punch his ass last night. That's why it's like he talked the way he do to people, because his mama talking to him like that. His mama talking. I was like, wow. I was like, wow. But Jay Wilson said he ain't got no job. Why you ain't got no job, nigga? Like I just don't. And I know Lemon had a job when he was with her. And I always said, like, why? What happened? There is something that happened. There is something that happened in the time he left. It gonna come out one day. Time reveals all things. But what happened? Because you ain't got no job, so you sitting up in your mama's house. I said he the professional babysitter because I really do feel that way. He's the professional babysitter. I honestly feel. I feel like they keep him around because whenever there's a child that need to be, they can rely on him to be there to do it because he always babysit. But mm, yeah, something eating at him. Something's eating at him. But you don't do just like Brianna. Somebody said Brianna's too big to be mean the way she is, and Lemon, you too old and you too dysfunctional to be the way you are to people. But I think it's intentional sabotage. You said childhood trauma is evident. Somebody was saying that he had guilt about the way he treated his brother. So I don't know. I don't know. Them is a huge embarrassment. Well, he a huge embarrassment to himself. It's just a matter of time. I'm just surprised that his mama ain't told him to cut this shit out. But they said his mama getting a slice of the check. The mama may have used Lemon from a young when he was young. Okay, so this is to get certain things like housing and other benefits. So his mother said, "I'm not leaving her with you." Ooh, child. But she was leaving, well, because he's acting a donkey. Excuse me, because he's acting a donkey and he be saying that vile, nasty stuff in front of that child. And I think when they were leaving that child with him, they weren't aware of what he's doing. Right? I honestly do feel that. Right? Because he was saying, "Oh, my sister's coming to pick up my niece." So I don't think they were aware of what he's doing. Now that they are aware, what's up, Tulsa? Now that they are aware, they don't want that child because children are like sponges. You said yesterday on YTC Second Line, but they shouldn't be leaving him. But I just feel like I said, they seeing what he's up to, and I don't think they would know he was doing what he was doing online. Now that they know and all that other stuff, they're not leaving that child with him because children are like sponges. They'll pick that up and that child regurgitate what he says somewhere on the playground, in the classroom. And they'll be like, "What you doing? You know what I mean? I'll kill you, Dad," and all that other stuff. Like, what's wrong with you? But I don't think let me keep the words to myself. I need to you to start dragging SK. No, you don't. You do that. You do that yourself. Mm-mm. What's up, Tiff J? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. I ain't trying to drag nobody. I'm cool and copacetic right now. Ain't need to drag nobody. Ain't nobody messing with me. Mm-mm. I already drugged the person that need to get drugged the other day. Talking about they gonna strike me because I had somebody on my damn channel. Mm-mm. I'm good. I enjoy peace. When you get older and you've been through this YouTube game, peace is paramount. Peace is paramount. So yeah, so that's that. I don't listen. I heard he crashed out again. Listen, it's getting old. And people are not caring as much. You know, they just waiting for the mama to come in the bedroom and whip his ass. That's what we waiting for next. So I don't know. I think he's starting to use his mama's content again too, to be honest. What we saw last night is a cry for help. He's in crisis. Oh well. I hate to say that, Dr. Soapy. I understand what you're saying, but that's why you don't treat people the way you treat people. This is why you don't talk to people. I don't care. I don't give a damn. Because all he said to me and all that, and he better than me and all this shit, like, sorry. You better talk to God. You better talk to Jesus. And let me tell you something. He need to be careful of Trish. I think Trish is a devil worker. I honestly feel. And the reason, like, well, it's okay. Why you say that about her? No, she's a devil worker. And some people don't even know they devil workers, and they devil workers because they sold and they just their aura is not pure. All right. And the reason why I say she's a devil worker is because she was sitting up there with that motherfucker demonic banner of a devil up there. And y'all need to be careful what y'all consume. As soon as I saw that shit, I turned the fuck off. Because I'm not gonna sit there and watch no damn broadcast of a devil right there on some banner. No, we're not doing that. And I feel like when you allow that, unconsciously or consciously, you being affected by that. There's a war of good and evil going on, and we don't even know it. And when you see stuff like that, I was like, that's hard to put in. I'm like, oh hell no. But I feel like she a devil worker. I honestly do it. She always up to some shit that's negative and all that. And now she gonna sit up there and put a banner of a devil. Don't you have any motherfucking respect for God? Don't you have any respect for mankind? To know that's a direct symbolism of evil. Mm. Oh Lord, what? Yeah, man. Oh Lord. Ah, good Lord have mercy. Christ have mercy. Oh Lord. Hey man, unemployment insurance. Well, $1,794 ain't that much. I think he said he had what, 30K or something, 20K. So he should be able to pay that. Did they put that's interest, boy? Is that including interest? Because I'm sure they probably that shit balloon depending on the amount of interest. Child, baby, honey, child, yeah. So her money was probably that's a good point. So sister, she probably got accustomed to getting a certain amount per month, and because of his channels got hit. And he cursed out everybody, they ain't giving like that. He probably ain't had that money to give to his mama. And his mama's like, what? Oh, hell the fuck no. So you got a good point, soul sister. His shit is getting old and boring, very one-trick pony-ish. It is. And then on top of that, he said he needs to have alcohol in him. See, this is the thing. Ain't nobody did not believe in you, Lemmy. You didn't believe in yourself. And that's why I put that in YouTube Camera's chat over and fucking over and fucking over and fucking over. Because he'll sit up here and say, oh, 13 didn't believe in me. Motherfucker, I told you. You can't keep saying you going live, and I'm advertising that shit and you don't go live. People gonna start looking at me stupid. You didn't believe in yourself, Negro, and you still don't believe in yourself. You still don't believe in yourself. That's why you gotta have teleport. You even admitted it the other day. Oh, that's why I gotta drink, because once I get some teleport in me, then I get that courage. To me, that means you really weak. Because a real man don't need it. I don't drink. So when I come on, I entertain, I do what I gotta do, I think, I improvise on the fly, but it ain't no jungle juice behind me. It ain't no drugs behind me. So you gotta get over that. You don't believe in yourself. That's the issue. Don't ever say nobody don't believe in me. You guys didn't believe. No, we don't believe in you. I still don't believe in you because what you're doing is not entertainment. And on the top of that, you need a toxin to sit up there and have you perform in the manner in which you think you are performing. So no, there's nothing to believe in. What you're doing is not commercial friendly. So what is the trajectory of growth? What is the trajectory of growth for you? You don't have no talent. You're not an athlete. You think you look good, but people say you don't look good. What are your talents? You're not a comedian. You are, if anything, you are a brand stealer because you go around stealing everything for everybody. You stole Rick Reed's laugh. You stole Five Babe saying. What are you? What are you? What can you create? I will believe in you when you start creating your own authentic stuff. But until then, no, because you don't believe in yourself. Even your sober self don't believe in yourself because that's why you got to get drunk. Child, you listen. The person in the chat that's putting that in the chat, y'all know, you know why I can't highlight certain things, but I do see it. The chat see it, but all I can say is woo child, okay? Now, how you got that information? I don't know. I don't want to know. I ain't involved in nothing, and I don't know nothing. So I don't know nothing. I don't even know who put. I don't even know who write what. I'm just. I don't know nothing. Ooh. 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 Fuck no, Tiffany J. Fuck no. I don't want no damn banner. And then them is stupid because somebody said she was online using the banner that she created for him on her lap. So is she trying to set up limit? Don't ever trust Trish. Trish has always got some backhanded plan to fuck you up. Okay? For real. And then if she wants to, she can fuck you up because you're using her stuff on your platform that she created, knowing damn well she probably got some other live set up that we don't know about, showing that she's used it first and therefore could come hit you, child. Anyway, the channel is in his mama's name. Well, I can't with you. We don't know necessarily where it's going. Because you could put somebody's name and they could divert it to another account. That's what I would say. So, but whatever they running, whatever they running, got to be different from what he ran because they're not gonna let that go through. So, yeah. That's also what his mama said. He needs that liquor courage to talk shit. Yeah, his mama said that he was a liar, and the sad thing is he believes his lies. And whenever his mama come on, whenever we hear him, you could tell the aggravation and the hurt at the same time. You can tell she aggravated, but I think she's in a situation where she knows if she kicks him to the streets, he'll wind up dead. I honestly feel that. And they're like, damn, that's what I'm saying. But I do feel that. I feel like if she puts him out, he'll wind up dead. I honestly feel that. Or he'll wind up dead because he don't know how. I honestly feel like he don't know how to survive. He don't know how to survive. And there might be some medical ailments that prevent him from being a fully functional adult. It's not our job to believe in him, child. No, it's not. It's not. It's his job to prove why we should believe in him. You don't get an automatic, oh, I believe in you pass. You don't. All the people, all the greats. Michael Jordan got cut from his motherfucking high school team. Michael Jordan was an amazing basketball player from the age of 8th grade on. No, he got cut in his junior year. Do you know how pivotal your junior year is to get to college? He got cut in his junior year by his coach. Did that stop him? No, he had to prove that he was great. He had to prove that. So if Michael Jordan had to prove himself, why the fuck do you think you can't have to prove yourself? Lemon? You know what I mean? Just crazy. Cardi B, she started out in love and hip hop. She didn't come out no damn artist, and she wasn't. She is the one that outworked everybody, and that's what she is. What she is today. It's called work. It's called work. Um, yeah. So that's. I mean, I don't know. You know, deep down, I think YouTube is keeping Lemon alive, but YouTube is also killing him. You know, YouTube is also keeping him alive, and YouTube is also killing him because YouTube is giving Lemon something to live for, but it's also causing his demise at the same time. Nah, I don't know anything else beyond that. You know, I don't. So, what can I say? I mean, unfortunately, the older you get, the less people care. Unless you're a senior citizen. When you in that age between 25 and 60, people are like, you better go get it. Right? Once you get out of those two ranges, once you get out of that range, people they start to care. But once you in that range, they're like, no, you need to go get it. Get out and get it. Make your mark on the world. And he's not doing that. So, but I honestly say there's something that happened. There's something that happened. You know, so I don't know. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know him at all. I don't. That is what's kept me kind of emotionally numb because I don't know him. He was just he was just an internet figure. And that's like, damn, Sergey, that's fucking cold. No, it's the reality of the situation. And I kept our interaction that way so that things could be genuine and authentic during the broadcast. And I'm glad I did. Cause he out here spilling tea on everybody. And y'all talking about that whole Lolo situation with the picture. He said that he would put out Lolo and her lover on his wall. So a lot of people are missing that fact. Because Sassy or whoever was talking about, oh, that's not right. Or I think it was the caller on KRN. That's not right. That Lolo said she got videoed. But you missed the part of the fact that when Lemon said he would sit up there and put out Lolo's picture of Lolo and her lover. Right. So there was some, you know, and what I've noticed is that people don't listen to everything, so things can get misconstrued. That's why, you know, Kentucky Derby Dory over there saying shit. And I'm like, girl, did you hear what he said, what she said? And apparently Kentucky Derby did not. So anyway. Let me see this. You talk, John. You want me to drag somebody? Mm-hmm. The only thing we know about is what he puts out here, and it's pathetic. Yeah, it is. It's just, but like I told you, I know Lemon had a job because he'll be like, "Oh, I get off of work, so this time, you know, I could maybe hit your live." So he was definitely, you know, placing YouTube in a priority. He wasn't lying, and I think you know the whole pandemic. Well, we know the pandemic. You know, that may, yeah, I don't know. Like the pandemic maybe changed things for him. I think something happened. Like I said, somebody whooped his ass or something because I never thought he had no missing eye or tooth or whatever before then, but people just don't disappear like that without reason. Like, you know what I mean? What happened to BL? Like, I don't see BL around at all. Like, that was one person I was thinking about. Who we ain't seen in a minute? BL we ain't seen in a minute. You know? So, I don't know. Yeah, Speed Stones at the Live. You'll be tremendously appreciated. Thanks you, Nessa. Hey, y'all, I ain't got nothing else to say. I mean, I got to go back and look at that lip singing live. I think they'll talk about. Yeah, I talked. Well, just like I said again, I think like. Now hold on. Let me get my facts straight. Was Dragons the one on Tracy's live all the time that had that moving background, or was that somebody else? Because I got her confused with somebody else. That woman was that Dragons? No, I don't think that was Dragons. BL's on the DL. Was she gay? I'm just joking. What? The mama, old family, man. Oh, child. Oh, get that out. Get off my stage. Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? Okay, you said that's her. All right, if that's her, then she paid her dues. Then I ain't got no beef with that deal. Not with that. Because I know she was sitting over there cupcaking with Lemon, and Lemon was telling her that she could move in with him. That she could move out there in Sacramento. Well, at the time we knew he was in the Bay Area, move out with him. You know, at the time I was just hoping that he and Terry P did not meet up. Thank God that it happened. Thank God that it happened. Because I did think that he and Terry P was gonna meet up one day. The way they were flirting and the way they was cupcaking, and I was concerned because I knew there was behind the scenes interaction going on. And I always would tell you this: I was scared that Terry P's husband, what? The page? What? You said she got a page on YouTube? Is that what you're saying? Um, I was scared that Terry P husband would hear them talking, not on my live, but in the back, behind the scenes, and we would have a situation on our hands. That was my greatest fear, was that behind the scenes communication. Because you gotta remember, Lemon was an internet boy. So I'm sure he did that, sold pictures of him. That's why he be coming around trying to flex on people and trying to show himself, this role for people virtually, because that's how he made his money. That's how he made. I feel that's how he made his money as well, is showing himself off. But he aged out of that, and I think that's why he's struggling with aging out of that, because I guess when he was younger, everybody was praising his looks and shit like that, and they probably said he looked like the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I'm just saying that's why he's got an infatuation with every damn post got to be Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I wish Will Smith would just tell him you ugly and stop posting me on your damn community wall. That would end that. Oh, what's up, next level? But yeah, so that's all I got to say, really. That's all I gotta say. What's up, Trademark? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. That's all I know. Brianna ain't going nowhere. Brianna needs money. Brianna ain't going nowhere. Brianna needs money. Okay, so as much as she says she gonna go and then go and come back, whatever she said after she graduate, girl, Rihanna ain't going nowhere. She needs money, okay? So she gonna weasel her way back over here and start talking. And what she say? Mama not mad. Mama just hurt. Mama not mad. Mama just hurt. And I was thinking about that as I was driving. I said, you dumb rhino. You dumb rhino. Because I could understand if the page got hit just by nefarious means, right? Just people just coming. But you dumb rhino invited them motherfuckers over to your page. You opened the floodgates for them. And what they said on your page got you taken out the game. And I didn't think about that. I would be mad as hell knowing that the same people I invited to the party got my shit shut down and condemned. Right? It ain't just shut down, it is condemned. It is condemned, girl. Mama not, man. Mama just hurt. Mama not mad. Mama just hurt. No, you are hurt, girl. You are hurt. You mad and you sad. You sad. You mad. Oh, you ain't getting no comma. You ain't even getting a motherfucking decimal. Woo! I'm like, all them years, girl. If VS really cared about you, she'd be hitting up. She would be hitting you up in the background. That's fucked up, Brianna. And you need all the easy jobs you can get. Like, you need all the easy jobs. And that was easy money. You could just sit on your fat ass and crush that couch as much as you want and talk and just get money for just talking. Now, you need to get money for exercising. That would be mutually beneficial. But anyway, that's a dream, not reality. But anyway, come on now. Brianna's got me looking at women differently. She sure do, because I was in the supermarket today, and I'm just looking at women, And I'm just looking at women. I'm like, damn, are they lonely like that? I was like, damn, you got me even thinking I should pump women's gas when I'm at the gas station. I really was thinking about pumping this woman's gas. I'm like, damn, she lonely. She ain't got no man. Maybe I should go with her pump her gas. Rihanna, you really got me looking at women different. I'm like, damn. Do I need to say hello to her just to make her feel happy? I am, yeah. And I'm giving women more like when women look at me, I'm looking at them like longer too. We looking eye to eye. I'm looking at women more eye to eye. Cause I just want my eye to eye contact to make their day. Cause I don't want them to be lonely and sad. Like Brianna, you just like I said, you open my eyes to a lot. Like I'm just giving women way more attention so they can take it back home and think they're loved. You know what I mean? Not take me back home, but I just want them to remember that, like, a fine, educated, intelligent, good looking man looked at them and looked back. They looked at me and I looked back. I bet Brianna look a lot of people in the eye, they turn their motherfucking head. They turn their motherfucking head, they just turn their head. They just turn their head. Don't be looking at me. They turn their head just like this, y'all. They turn their head just like this. Just like that, they turn their head. They're like, well, and I can imagine it's just so dejected when people turn their head. You see a fine person, he's like, "Ooh, look at that. Let me make eye contact." And they turn the other way. So I'm looking at people when they look at me, because a lot of people look at me. I just gonna make eye contact with them, right? When I'm like I said, when I'm in the grocery store, I just gonna, look at them like, just let let it fake it. I'm just gonna fake it. I'm gonna be acting like I'm checking a woman out just to give her hope. I'm just gonna be checking a woman out just to give her hope. You know what I mean? I saw a big old girl the other day. I just started staring to give her hope to make her think that like I was interested in her because oh, Brianna, to be like, I love you. I do anything for you. And you ain't never met that man. You ain't never met that man. I love you. I do anything for you. Yes, I will. And you ain't never met him. That means ain't nobody in your real life looking at you or giving you no attention or giving you no hope, girl. Whew. That's why I say you too big to be nasty. I mean, not nasty, but treat people nasty. You should be kind. You should be going around giving flowers to people every day. You should be going around dropping candy in people's palms of their hands to know that you're the nicest lady on earth. You know what I mean? You for real. That is not the persona that you need to be portraying out here. So that when you do get it in a predicament or a pickle, not eat a pickle, but in a pickle, you can people would care. But if you walking around Florida with that badass attitude, a man leave with his wallet. A man leave with his wallet. A man better bow down on his knee for me. He better bow. He want me. He better bow down. He better give me money. But you giving $30, $100 to a man you wouldn't even met, who got green dreadlocks, girl. And then while you dragging him, you gonna praise his girl. You need to get out of. You got that sunken place mentality. Like you in a sunken place right now. You sunken. You got that Florida mentality of, ooh, I need 3 jiggers and they jumping out my window, stealing my wallet, and all my dive pills. That's how they know they really love me. Oh, Brian, that's not that. Well, I'll try to sit up here and give you hope, and you call me a bitch ass nigga. So I see why you in the predicament you in, because you were anyway. Anyway, girl. Mama not mad. Mama just hurt. My baby. My baby gone. Yeah, you ain't care for your baby. You let these grown ass men up on your platform say all the shit they want to say, put a landmine on it, and it blew the fuck up. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I don't know. This is a wild ass place. This is a wild y'all. This is a wild place. This is a wild place. Wild, wild place. Wow, crazy, insane. I'm just mystified. I'm really mystified by the whole Lemon situation. Like, your mama is putting up with your bullshit. A man named Castellanos texts your mama like that, and you ain't even try to refine your behavior. You know, he didn't come back on here like, oh shit, this shit getting too real. Let me kind of switch it up a little bit. No, you doubling down on the bad behavior. I don't know. I just hope they don't do no welfare check on your ass. Because, you know, if they do a welfare check on Lemon, they may find some elements of concern where they might sit up there and put him in a facility. That's the thing he need to worry about, is that they do a welfare check on him, you know, because that screaming that he did. Sound like a whole bitch. But anyway, what's up, Beverly? How you doing? Now, Beverly, an OG. An OG. What's up, Beverly? How you doing? Now, that's an OG. But all that screaming he was doing, I'm like, you better stop that. That's gonna cause you. They'll come back and pick your ass up. They gonna see you inebriated. They say they gonna see you inebriated and put you in a motherfucking gurney. Okay, and when you be gone for 3, 4 days, 5 days, your mama gonna get real mad. You ain't gonna be able to babysit, and she gonna be missing her check, child. I do think that's the only reason she dealing with you, because she getting a part of the proceeds. I honestly do feel that. And then they say he running around there wearing his mama scars with tassels. He over there borrowing his mama scars with tassels. I was like, child, when a man is in a room and they ain't his girl, and he willing to show wigs, okay, and y'all sit up here denying the man is gay. Not that it matter. Lemon has been the most excusable content creator that I ever seen. He had Grindr on his phone. He had Grindr on his phone. Child, I don't know. These YouTube streets, I'll tell you, they something else. Jay Wilson Potter in retirement, y'all. So, you know, I don't know. That's very interesting for that live he did. He talking about, oh, they don't appreciate. I think he is conflicted. I think somebody in his real life confronting him about his online antics and how they are presenting a distorted picture of what he is maybe portraying in real life, and definitely causing a hindrance for elevation and promotion, maybe in his workplace or whatever, if he got a job. Because I'm like, dude, you look like you driving Miss Daisy over there, for real, for real. He over there, I mean, you spend too much time in your car. For me. You spend too much time in your car for me. You do. So I wouldn't be surprised if you are doing Uber and Lyft. But yeah. So, this is what I want to tell y'all too. Listen, I think they using AI in these phone calls, because I had to call a company the other day, right? And when I'm talking, I'm like, damn, they don't sound right. But you know, you get people from other nations that they use for customer service, and I'm like, damn, this don't sound right. And then the person didn't even say the company name right at the conclusion of the call. Right? And I'm like, They said something, I'm like, the main thing, you supposed to say the company name right. And I'm like, And then I had another call, and I'm like, that don't sound right. You know, they answering the questions, but it's like, it's just not human. And I'm like, damn. I'm like, you know what? They use AI now. I told you, the last Bad Boys movie, go check that out. Towards the end, when they use AI to disguise somebody's voice, and the man believes it, and he brings the people he holding hostage to a certain location because he thinks it's the mob boss or somebody calling him. Y'all, child, this AI. And then I was reading today, like they got this. Okay, y'all need to do this research. So AI agents, they like some like, I don't know how to describe it, some programming that's independent, right? So this AI social media platform has popped up, but it's all AI agents talking to each other. And when I say agents, I don't mean humans. I mean like actual like robots talking to each other, and humans cannot do anything about it. Humans can't comment. All humans could do is um view it. And then they talking about the AI agents was talking about they need to think they need to create their own language. I told these motherfuckers to stop fucking with AI. Now the motherfuckers want to create their own language so we don't understand what they're saying. Child, they need to stop. I don't understand. All this is due to greed. All this is due to greed. Think about it. Do we need AI? Like, do we need AI like that? No, we don't. So these motherfuckers sit up here and are able to control and make their own language. How are we gonna be able to? How are we gonna be able to have? How are we gonna be able to control them? Right? Right? So yeah, we just stop. We gotta stop playing. But I also think the stuff that we're dealing with is of alien technology. Now I'm not crazy like living, but you just gotta think about it. Right? AI. Where the hell that come from? Just think about how long we had the Big Back TV. All of a sudden, it's still like a textbook. What? That's too that is just too quick of an evolution. But what do I know? Mhm. And I fear Elon Musk, he want more robots on this earth than humans. Well, how the hell we gotta stand a chance if there's more robots on this earth than humans? For real. So I don't know. God got the answers. God made humans, and that's the most wonderful creation because we don't ever have to plug into no damn outlet to charge up. All we gotta do is eat and drink some water, and that's it. I mean, sometimes we take the creation of our bodies for granted. We ain't gotta plug into no damn wall or nothing. Okay? So, and then when we get injured, most of the time we can heal ourselves over time. So we'll see. All right, y'all. That's all I got, really. That's just my commentary about what's going on. I appreciate y'all being an attentive audience. Remember to be the change you want to see in the world. Please don't stop the live. If you want to, feel free to send a gesture $, Circle Crown. Avatar Bush Babe, if you up there in the bushes, thank you for your gesture too. I appreciate that. That was very kind of you. Hopefully you hear this on the replay or if you're still around. All right. Once again, thank you to Focus on You. Thank you to my wonderful members, and thank you to my wonderful Avatar Nation Platinum members as well. All right, remember to be the change you want to see in the world. Take care. Please take a minute to understand what's going on in this world. I understand y'all love. How would I know if it's really you, SK, or AI? Oh no. AI has little nuances that they haven't perfected yet. And you could tell they can't say certain words correctly. Like I told you with that company name, they couldn't say the company's name right. That's what really kind of confirmed it to me for me because I thought it was really a foreigner. I really thought it was a foreigner um, who couldn't like speak English that well. I was just learning, but when they couldn't say that company name right, I'm like, oh no, and it's just it's like, and you're going to notice certain pauses, right? Because with this company, I wanted to end my service, and I was waiting for them to tell me how much money I owed them, but they never told me that. And I'm like, what? And she's like, no, the service will be ended. And I'm like, what? And it was just like, it's smooth. I mean, in terms of periods, like you'll have a smooth period of it talking, then they'll listen to your response, and then there's a pause, right? And then you'll just know it's not saying certain things right, and it should. Like this company's name is not that hard to say, but like even with my AI, like I told you, even with my AI songs, certain things it can't say right just because of whatever, just because of it's learning. It's certain things it can't say right. So the human gotta sit there and learn and understand. But a lot of people don't pay attention or they're just not aware. And a lot of people not aware of how AI is being used in everyday life. Like right now. Right now, we're still in the beginning stages of AI and it's still making a lot of mistakes, but they're honing the mistakes. But y'all don't understand AI needs our information in order for it to grow. So that's why when you use AI, it says at the bottom a disclaimer: AI can make mistakes. please report those mistakes, because when you report the mistakes, it's actually making it get better. So I've dealt with that on many of occasions where I don't report it because I'm like, you learn on your own. Right. And it used to be bad when they first came out with like Chat GPT and these other stuff. Like AI was giving people bad answers, the wrong answers. It really was. So that was the crazy part about that. But now it seems to be getting better because they're improving. And then also I saw this man lost his $200,000 job. $200,000 job due to AI. And what's the crazy part about it? When you lose a $200,000 job, it's hard to find a job anywhere, because if you take a job where you just making $70,000, most of the time they gonna consider you too overqualified, right? So you're not going to win out in that situation. So it's a double whammy. So it's a lot going on right now for these people who losing their jobs to AI. It's insane. It is really insane. But I feel like it's going to be it's going to be a revolution. Just like in that movie, iRobot, it's going to be a revolution, to be honest. Unfortunately, I hate to say that. But you can't displace humans who need to eat and have shelter and consume things for some damn robots because of corporate greed. But Elon Musk said it's going to be universal income. Right? But then you get into the notion of the government controlling you, right? Because if you don't do something, then what? They're going to take this amount of money from you and all that? I don't know. So that's why I kind of tell y'all, enjoy these days, because these days are getting crazy. I don't know why it's all happening like this. SK, I wonder, can AI talk sports? Oh, I'm sure it can. I'm sure it can. Because what's going to happen is it's going to scour the sports feeds like ESPN and all those different sports feeds for the latest news, for the latest sports. So it could talk sports right now. Go download the AI app right now and put in there, give me the summary of the latest sports results. Or give me your opinion of the latest news for basketball, NBA basketball. Right? And it's going to talk to you. It's going to give you that information. It's going to tell you that information. So it could definitely talk sports, because it's scouring so many sources to give you the latest information. Now, one thing you have to remember about AI, you have to be specific with AI. It's like a child. And if you tell the child to go give me a spoon, and you really wanted the red spoon, but it brings you the green spoon, well, it may bring back the red spoon because you didn't tell it to bring you the green spoon. So you have to be specific with AI. You have to be specific with AI. So I'm just telling you that, because you'll say, oh, give me the latest news, NBA basketball news. And they'll talk about all the basketball, but it will never name maybe the Boston Celtics or the Philadelphia 76ers. You tell it, give me the latest news concerning the Philadelphia 76ers, and they'll give you everything that's surrounding the Philadelphia 76ers that it considers the latest news. So that's the tip that I've learned with AI. You have to be very specific with it, because it's like a baby. All right. I will let y'all go. Y'all take care. Have a beautiful day. I may be back later. With that being said, be the change you want to see in the world, and I will talk to y'all soon. Bye, y'all. Have a good one. I will see y'all later. All right. Take care, y'all. Bye. Ooh, child. Oh, well, hopefully we'll see when that comes over here.
Stress turn you into a mess. Live this night carefree. Bills got you stressed, a nigga away from that mess, and dance all in with zest. Shake your hips as if you don't give a shit. Let the spirit in the air. Shake your hair as if you don't have a care. Move your feet like you rush into the last seat. Live this night carefree and be who you want to be. Forget their expectations. expectations for your relations and their opinions, because they are just minions. Take your soul and let it grow. Dance to the beat before you stress to compete. Live this night carefree. Do like the army says and be all you can be. Be your cheers if you just had a cold beer. Let this night be safe so you can see how great life can be. So you can see how great life can be, can be, can be. Dance that body to the ground. Dance that body to the ground. All the way to the ground. As you enjoy the night and show the world that you are carefree, 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 carefree. As you enjoy the night and show the world that you are carefree, 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 carefree. Be all you can be all you can be, because you are number one and not the 2 or 3, not the 2 or 3. Number one, number one. You are number one. Carefree, carefree, carefree. Number one, you are number one. Carefree, carefree, carefree. You are number one.
All right, y'all. I'm out of here. Cheryl, thank you again for your kindness. I appreciate the gesture. Thank you so much. With that being said, y'all have a great day and remember to be the change I want to see in the world. I will talk to y'all soon. Once again, thank you, Cheryl. I appreciate you. Bye, y'all. Bye.